Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon. That breaking news is happening on Detroit's east side, where a man has been killed after being shot in his neck while sitting in a van at a red light. Good afternoon. We are told that man was a passenger in the van. The shots were fired at Connor and Shoemaker Streets near Chandler Park. That's where we find Jason Colthorpe. And Jason, do we know what led up to those shots being fired?
Karen, we're getting a lot of information, some of it conflicting even from police and also very different from witnesses who were here. Let me tell you what we know as I explain the scene and show you what's going on. It all centers around that white van that police are looking in right now. The man who was killed was sitting in the passenger side of that van when a red vehicle, now this is also part of the conflicting information. I'm going to tell you about two vehicles police could be looking for. It was either a beige van with burgundy trim or a small red vehicle like a Dodge Avenger or Neon that may have been involved in this. Could be more than one. But the man was in the passenger seat, was shot in the neck. Now, the driver of that vehicle is cooperating with police. You see him over here in the teal shirt. He was just talking with police. He's been trying to let them know. Now, police are telling us this could have began just down the road a little ways at the soup kitchen, where the two men here, either at work or going to work, got into an altercation with someone else. Police say the man who pulled the trigger said something to the effect of, "I'll be back." And when he returned, the white van was already on its way. It caught up to them in traffic, started firing shots. Over here next to the van, there were cones out where the shell casings were. I counted 5, plus there's another gunshot in the other side of that white van. So at least 6 shots. Some witnesses told us they heard 6 to 8 shots. So that kind of jives with that story. But here's what Detroit police told us a short while ago.
It appears currently there was only one shooter involved. However, there were 2 individuals in the other van. It ended here. However, the road rage started back towards the Mack and Connor location. This is an active scene, so as the leads come in, we'll continue to update you. But as of right now, it does appear to be a road rage incident.
Now, again, could be road rage, but it may also be an altercation that spilled over onto the streets and became kind of a chase until the shots were fired. And again, police originally telling us they're looking for a van, an older style van that's beige with burgundy trim. Police also saying they're getting reports they could be looking for a small red vehicle that's involved. We've looked at some surveillance video of a neighboring business, and it was very difficult to see anything. So definitely an active scene, as the captain says, and this will evolve. In the meantime, Connor shut off here at Chandler Park down a good stretch. So this whole area between Connor, Shoemaker, Chandler Park, you're going to want to avoid that for the near future. Karen.
All right, thank you, Jason. Of course, we'll be checking back with you this afternoon. Also developing at this hour, thieves use a U-Haul to smash into a pharmacy over in southwest Detroit. It happened early this morning on Verner Highway near Livernois. As Nick Monticelli reports, this isn't the first time this pharmacy has been broken into.
Good afternoon. Take a look at the damage behind me here. This is where that U-Haul came right through the front of this pharmacy here off of Verner Highway. A lot of damage and a lot of cleanup yet to be done. But take a look up here. That is a steel beam, a part of the structure of this building moved out of the way. And because of that, this entire pharmacy is now structurally unsafe.
It looks like they took a U-Haul truck and they drove right through the front of the pharmacy.
It looks like it, and that is exactly what happened. Around 4 a.m., somebody took a U-Haul right through the front of the Southwest Discount Pharmacy on Verner Highway near Livernois. The pharmacy owner, who does not want to be on camera, says pharmacy break-ins like this are becoming more frequent. Criminals are looking for expensive pills like painkillers.
Desperation. They're desperate. Because the doctors aren't prescribing and the pharmacies are really strict in dispensing. And so the next step for them is to go through, through a process like this.
The U-Haul used in this case was found about 2 blocks away, but the suspects were already gone. It's hard to know what they made off with, but the owner says it can't be much. The drugs worth taking are locked up in his safe.
More like Norco, more like Vicodin, that's what it is.
This, though, is the second time his pharmacy has been broken into, which for him might be the last straw.
I think I'm going to sell this pharmacy. I'm not going to continue with this. It's just not worth the risk, and it's not worth the the effort.
I did ask the pharmacy owner how many patients they serve. He said 25,000. He said they're working on transferring their prescriptions over to a CVS across the street so they can still get their medications. In Detroit, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All right, Nick, and the pharmacy does have security cameras, but the owner can't get inside the building to access that video. New at noon, a team of thieves staged a smash and grab robbery in Dearborn this morning. Security video shows a pickup backing up through the front door of the M&J Jewelry store on Schaefer at Ford Road. This happened just before 5 o'clock this morning. Take a look right there. The truck speeds away as a man rushes in and runs through the store gathering jewelry. He then runs outside and jumps on the back of a waiting motorcycle, which carries him and the driver away. Breaking news from Washington, where President Trump has signed the sanctions against Russia as punishment for election meddling. And just moments ago, he also made a big announcement on immigration. His new RAISE Act will use a merit-based point system to allow immigrants to get a green card.
This competitive application process will favor applicants who can speak English, financially support themselves and their families, and demonstrate skills that will contribute to our economy.
President Trump also said the RAISE Act prevents new immigrants and migrants from collecting welfare. Clear skies over Metro Detroit right now, but that may not last. Paul Gross is in for Brandon, and Paul, it could be a wet drive home for people this afternoon.
Yep, it sure could be. And those clear skies, you saw a couple little puffs of clouds. Well, we're going to see more of those puffs build through the afternoon, and those eventually puff up into thunderstorms. Right now, temperatures are very sultry for this time of day. 79 in Dearborn, 83 at Metro Airport, Dundee at 79, Saline at 81. We have Manchester at 81 degrees. Tecumseh, you're at 78. Further to the north, a similar spread in temperatures. I think that's a little strong there at Macomb Township. That thermometer might be in the sun. But Romeo, you're at 81, 79 at Oxford, Holly at 80 degrees, and even back to the north in the Thumb, upper 70s, Marlette over to Sandusky, 82 in the Blue Water area at Port Huron. Still nothing to show you locally here on the satellite radar. There's nothing, as Karen just showed you on the sky cam. A lot of clear sky out there with a few little clouds out there. There's a cold front here up to the north. It's going to gradually make its way downstate during the afternoon. So scattered storms developing mid-afternoon, getting into the mid-80s. It's going to be sultry. And again, some of those storms this afternoon could occur during drive time. Could be some heavier downpours. So, Karen, there could be a slow drive home for some people. I'll be back with the forecast, a cooler forecast into the weekend in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Paul. A highway bottleneck in Oakland County is getting some relief today as one portion of the I-75 modernization project is completed. 3 lanes of southbound I-75 from M59 to Coolidge Highway are now open. 2 lanes of northbound I-75 are open in that stretch. Several exit and entrance ramps will remain closed until mid-September. It's all part of a $92 million project, reconstruction of I-75 in Oakland County. The Dow Jones Industrial Average crosses the 22,000 mark for the first time. You're looking at live pictures from the big board over at the New York Stock Exchange. Right now, the board is just under the 22,000 mark. The market gains were helped by Apple's rally today after its earnings outperformed estimates. Apple jumped more than 6% in early trading, reaching an all-time high of $159.28. Local 4 News at noon is just getting started. Still ahead, Amazon looking to hire 50,000 people, and the hiring won't stop there. All eyes on Prince Philip today in London. New at noon, the final event he held before retiring from royal duties. But first, Secretary of State Tillerson sends a message to North Korea amid rising tensions. That's next.
The biggest
2 scenarios continue to play out as the United States faces a growing military threat from North Korea. On one hand, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has sent the message to North Korea, we are not your enemy. Tillerson is looking for ways to launch diplomatic talks, but sources are saying President Trump is ready for war with North Korea, and he might be ready to place sanctions against China if it does not intervene to stop North Korea's missile and nuclear threats. Today marks a milestone in the life of Britain's Prince Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth. Prince Philip attending his last solo royal engagement. At the age of 96, the Duke of Edinburgh will retire, although he will appear from time to time at the side of the 91-year-old Queen. Philip has been known through his life as a dedicated supporter of the Queen. and the source of some questionable off-the-cuff remarks. Large crowds are expected in a dozen cities today as online retail giant Amazon is holding some job fairs. Those fairs are taking place in a dozen locations where Amazon currently has shipping sites. Amazon wants to hire 50,000 new workers now and as many as 130,000 by the end of next year. Amazon plans to offer about 1,000 jobs when it opens a big new distribution center over in Livonia before the end of this year.
New at noon.
An airport worker survives after being struck by lightning. New security video captures the moment the worker collapses on the runway. Paul.
Well, Karen, we have a cold front to the north, so that's going to come on down and trigger some thunderstorms this afternoon. So coming up, we'll talk about that. Plus, everybody wants to see the eclipse, and everybody wants a pair of these. I've been able to get a hold of 10 pairs of NASA eclipse glasses. We'll tell you how to enter a contest to try and win a pair right after the break.
All right, thank you, Paul. But first, the FBI looking to hire. Joining us when we come back, the special agent in charge of the Detroit office with how you can start a career in the FBI. Think you know what your kids are up to? Think again.
They're sitting in their bedroom, you know. You don't know what they're doing.
Live streaming from their room.
The additional scary part to that app is you can now also pay that person.
Kids making money for taking strangers inside their world. Parents have no idea. Everything from meetups, drug sales, to...
Possibilities are really endless.
Just getting to connect with strangers online is pretty popular for teens at the moment.
School is out, parents are at work, and you need to know what's really going on. My special report tonight at 11.
I love to.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The FBI office is looking to hire new special agents. So now joining us from the Detroit office is Special Agent in Charge David Gelios and FBI Special Agent and Recruiter Mara Schneider with really everything the candidates need to know to apply. Now, there is a big event that's going on August 15th. And the key here is a diversity recruitment. Why is diversity so important in terms of getting some of these new agents?
For our agency, you know, it's important for us to be effective with the public we serve, for our ranks to represent the demographics of the United States. And we haven't always accomplished that at the rate we'd like to. So former Director Comey prioritized diversity recruitment prior to him going on to other jobs. And Detroit's a hotspot, obviously, because we've got a lot of different nationalities, and obviously the getting female recruits as well is important.
We do, yes, and as the recruiter, I spend a lot of time talking to people about becoming an agent, and oftentimes I'm the first female agent, and certainly the first female agent of color they've ever met.
We need
and
to
so I
change
think
that.
this is such a good opportunity to change that around.
All right, let's talk about what do you need for a background? What are some specifics?
Well, what we want you to do is have a bachelor's degree and then 3 years professional work experience, but the bachelor's degree can be in anything. So we're looking for accountants and engineers and lawyers and military folks, so just a diversity of educational and experience backgrounds as well.
And we have some other notes too. Between 23 and 36, you must pass that physical fitness test and really be willing to work anywhere in the world. And as you mentioned, have 3 years full-time work experience. And you do go to Quantico, right?
You
so
do.
You're going to be away from your family for what, 21 weeks?
21 weeks. If someone is hired, they go to Quantico for 21 weeks. During that time, they rank all our field offices, and they get an assignment about midway through their training there, and they could go anywhere.
Give me perspective. How many agents are we looking for?
I think it's 750 this
Seriously?
year. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of opportunity there.
Big opportunity.
August 15th at Henry Ford. And we can put all the information online too for folks so they know exactly what they need to bring and be prepared.
And we ask them to pre-sign up.
Okay, that's good too. All right, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And we'll send it over to Paul with our look at the afternoon forecast. Paul?
Yeah, hey Karen, I want to start off with a special hello to a group of students. These were some kids I spent a couple of hours with yesterday. SAS 2017 is the name of the class. SAS stands for Sensational Adventures in Summer Science. Now, what makes these kids special, they're all visually impaired. They love science, they love weather, and we spent a lot of time yesterday, and these kids, it's probably the most inspiring visit I've had in my entire career visiting students. So I wanted to say thank you to all the kids, and I promised them I'd say hello, so it's great that I was able to spend time with you guys yesterday. All right, outside right now, we have low 80s across the area, 82 at Adrian, Pontiac, 83 in Ann Arbor, 83 at Metro, and again, the wind is light, so we don't have a whole lot of a breeze out there to help us out. So here you can kind of see the cold front. You see a bit of an elongation of mostly cloud cover, a few showers to the north, and this is going to make a very slow progression to the south during the course of the afternoon. But notice there's nothing going on here right now, certainly not from a rain perspective, but we'll start to see puffy clouds popping up during the afternoon, and those will bubble and boil and eventually become some scattered thunderstorms. But you know the drill that we've had all summer. Not all of us are going to get one. And you know, if you need it the most, you're probably not going to get it, but you know how that's how it goes. But basically, through the afternoon, scattered storms developing. Some of these will have heavy downpours, and notice the timing. By 5 o'clock rush hour, some of us are going to be getting these storms and probably over a few of the freeways. So could be a slow ride home for some people, but if you're heading out right now, the umbrella and the shades would certainly be advisable. And then through the evening, notice how things really start to settle down, even with the front coming down, but the front's going to stall, and believe it or not, it won't be until Friday that we finally get this thing to come through the area. So let's get going with the forecast. 85, a muggy 85 for the high, and it's going to be more humid today in those scattered storms we just talked about. So tomorrow, a smaller chance of storms, probably more late in the day type of an activity, and a lot more in the way of cloud cover. Still in the 80s. Friday, the front comes through, looks like late morning, early afternoon. So a period of showers and storms, particularly late morning, early afternoon, then windy behind the front. And then look at our weekend. Highs in the mid to upper 70s for the weekend, and that continues into next week. Now, Sunday, a chance for a scattered afternoon shower, but overall, the bulk of the weekend, I think, is going to be okay. And by the way, this is Eclipse Day here at Local 4. Just a reminder to you, I've put a very comprehensive article about the eclipse on clickondetroit.com. It's been the #1 article on the website all day long, and part of the reason is because everybody wants to see the eclipse. I have 10 pairs of NASA eclipse glasses. At the bottom of the article, we have a contest. We're going to pick from random 10 people to receive a pair of these glasses. You can look directly at the sun on the eclipse, and plus the article, if you want to share it with family and friends, has everything you want to know. Karen?
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate it. A ground worker at a Florida airport is recovering after being struck by lightning on the tarmac. The moment the lightning struck was actually caught on camera. You can see the bolt strike the tail of a plane at Southwest Florida International Airport. Oof. In another angle of that video, you can see the worker actually walk underneath the nose of the aircraft right there. That's when the lightning hits. The man, just 21 years old, his name was Austin Dunn, suffered third-degree burns all over his body, but now 2 weeks later, he is doing better. Still ahead, a pair of lobster fishermen come across a bald eagle in need of help in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So what do they do to get it to safety? You got to see this video.
While you're sleeping, big news can break.
A missing 2-year-old girl. You might have gotten that Amber Alert on your smartphone.
That's why Detroit wakes up to Local 4 News and Click on Detroit.
This is a developing news situation.
Local 4 News is on the scene.
Live on Facebook.
This chase just, dizzying. Knife on the dash of the suspect's car.
He came around that corner fast.
For news you need to know.
Kid's okay.
And this Amber Alert seems to be over.
Credible and reliable, here for you.